Hello everyone. It's Ian from Cromford Collector's Corner. I'm here today. It's Wednesday morning. I've come down to the shop early to record you this special video. I may very well put this video on YouTube as well. So for anyone that's watching on YouTube, I'm going to include the prices of some of the things I've got here, but there's no guarantee that by the time you watch this video that I will still have these things. But you'll feel free to comment if you wish and ask me. So obviously this weekend is quite a big weekend for Cromford. This weekend sees the Cromford Mills sci-fi event, which this year I know that Brian Blessed is going, and I forget the lady's name, the computer out of Red Dwarf is going to be there, and a few other people. So just want to wish those guys the best of luck. I won't be there this year, but I will be open at my little shop, which is 10 minutes walk away. So if you're in the area and you want to come and have a look at some genuinely scarce comics, sci-fi stuff, then take a walk up to Cromford town on the marketplace, and come and say hello. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much. So I'm very aware that I need to try and have as much interesting, unusual, lesser seen and sought after material here for this weekend. So I have made a special effort to fill this week's Wall of Pleasure with some good key issues, some interesting and unusual and seriously iconic comics, and one item that is truly, truly special, and a copy of something that I have never seen before. Obviously, I've been in this business about full-time 6 years, so, you know, there will be other dealers out there that have seen stuff like this, but can't say that I have before, and it's really special, so I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to go through with you here these 5 comics that I've got on the wall in ascending order of value. And all of them have something, I'd like to think, interesting to say about them. So we're going to start off, my friends, with quite an iconic cover. This is the most affordable comic on the wall this week. This is Captain America 230. And Captain America 230 features this wicked cover by Bob Layton and Ron Wilson. And it's quite a famous cover. Was used as an inspiration for the Captain America 4 movie posters. And that was published originally in 1979. It's a very fine copy. And if you want that Hulk smashes cap, that's £15. If you would like that lovely, iconic 1979 issue of Captain America. The next one is also quite an iconic cover and is part of, I think, the 7th part of A Demon in a Bottle. This was published in 1979. It's the Invincible Iron Man 126. And that is a classic Iron Man cover by John Romita Jr. and Bob Layton. Published in 1979. It's a very fine minus copy. If you'd like that lovely thing, £20 if you'd like that. I love that cover. Wicked. The next one along is another issue of Captain America, but this one is significantly older. This is Captain America 119, published in 1969. It's a Gene Colan and Joe Synott cover. And this, my friends, is a good one because it's the 3rd ever appearance of the Falcon. And also it sees appearances by the Red Skull and also the Cosmic Cube. Wicked. It's kind of good, very good. 1969, 3rd appearance of the Falcon, £20 if you would like that. Really cool, some creases and stuff, but 3rd appearance of the Falcon for £20. Bargain. This is the one that I read the other day and wrote briefly about it, also from 1969. It's a cover by Neil Adams and Gaspar Saladino. It's a fine, fine plus copy of DC Special number 4, which is features 13 reprints from very early DC horror stuff. And it's kind of fine, fine plus. I put £25 on that. if you would like that lovely DC special. Wicked. I couldn't recommend that enough. It's so cool. The next one is also a horror comic, and I love this one. This, my friends, is The Witching Hour #3, published also in 1969. It's a Mike Sekowsky and Nick Cardy cover. And it's a fine minus copy, and this one includes internal artwork both by Alex Toth and the one and only Bernie Wrightson. It's a fine minus copy. That's lovely. £30 if you'd like The Witching Hour #3 from July 1969. Love that. So cool. Love that. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to go up here. We've got quite an early copy of Detective Comics here. Well, I'll say quite an early one for me. Detective Comics obviously goes all the way back to the 30s, but this is a 1962 copy of Detective Comics. It's Detective Comics 306. Sure, it's seen better days, but 1962 Batman. It's the first appearance of Professor Hugo in this comic, and there he is. Very good. 30 quid if you would like that, you know, lower grade 1962 Detective Comics. Wicked. Love that. The next one I'm going to show is quite old. It's just into the Silver Age, but kind of Golden Age comic. This is Paul Terry's Comics, published by St. John Publications in 1952. Oh man, that's in Mylar because Golden Age Comics are that little bit bigger, and I haven't got any Golden Age bags for it, so it's in a Mylar bag, that one. 1952, fine. £30 if you would like that 1952 appearance of Mighty Mouse and Heckle and Jekyll and Terry Bears and Dinky. So 10 cents copy, Paul Terry's Comics #92. Bet there's not many of those. Really cool. I'm going to come back to the middle one in a second, because that's pretty special. This one is Detective Comics 363. And this, my friends, was published in 1963. It's a cover by Carmine Infantino, Murphy Anderson and Ira Schnapp. As I say, published in 1963. It's Detective Comics 363. This comic sees the second ever appearance of Batgirl. It's kind of very good. £35 if you would like the second ever appearance of Batgirl. Woo! Good one. And this is quite a famous comic. Well, quite a well-known one. And weirdly, I've had this in quite recently. This is a cover by George Perez, Joe Rubinstein, and Gaspar Saladino. It's from 1980. It is the Avengers 196. It sees the full first appearance of Taskmaster. Wicked. Very fine minus. Couple of minor spine ticks. First full appearance of Taskmaster. 40 quid if you would like that. I actually also have the first cameo appearance, which is the issue before, which is worth about £10 if you wanted the first cameo of Taskmaster. And then the last one I'm going to show you is something really, really special. So as I said, I've run this business 6 years full time, and this is the very, very first time I have ever seen a comic published by Timely. And Timely Comics, if you don't know them, were sort of a precedent to Marvel Comics. They were the first publisher of they were the publisher of Marvel Comics #1. They're the first publisher of Submariner. They were the first publisher of Captain America. And so what I've got here is something really, really special. This is the oldest American comic I've ever held. This dates from 1943. and it's Timely Comics Terry Toons number 13. 10 cents copy. Wow. Now, my favourite thing about this, and this is quite a valuable item, but my favourite thing about this is that credited in here is the one and only Stan Lee. But he's not just called Stan Lee, he's like assistant editor, private Stan Lee. So this is like 1943, wartime. So I'm not sure when Stan Lee came out of the war, but I think he was working in the comic industry just at the end of the Second World War. That is a really, really rare and interesting item. Never ever seen a Timely comic before. Not in Cromford, anyway. Wow. Now that, as I said, is a high-end item from 1943. I've said it's very good plus. It's all there. There's some faults, but 1943? Whoa. I don't know the artist. I tried to find out, but I don't know the cover artist. Very little information I can find on that. There might be other serious comic book experts that might be able to tell me who the artist is on Terry Toons number 13, published in 1943. I have put 120 earth pounds on that incredible item. Wow. There's not many of those in Derbyshire. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I will try and bring some more stuff down here tomorrow. I will be open tomorrow. I've got a couple of people coming in, I know that. I do foresee, I mean, you know, it probably won't be now I say it, but I do foresee this being quite a busy week for me, particularly Sunday. I will do my best to provide the best service that I can, but if I am busy, just keep that in mind. I might not have a lot of time to chat and stuff. But yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. If there's anything I can do for you, please do let me know. All right, thanks so much. See you later. Bye.